Hi, I'm Ty from Ty That Trainer Fan, and today we are going to be building Thomas the Tank Engine in Minecraft. This is everything we're going to be needing for the tutorial. It has been a very long time since I built Thomas in Minecraft, and I think it's nearing maybe a year and a half, at least as a tutorial. Over the past maybe week, I've been redesigning my old Thomas design, so I've come up with this, and I quite like it. All I'm going to do today is show you how to build it, really. I've also redesigned the track. Now, what we're starting with is the wheel, chassis and running board, with the buffer beams, of course. We're going to get some light blue concrete. It's a very simple track design, but it does a great job. So with our light blue concrete, and we're also going to get some prismarine brick stairs. We're going to place that onto the track, opposite of each other, like so. With the brick stairs going across. Now we're going to count 2 blocks and 1 more light blue concrete. And again with the stairs. Wrong block there, whoopsie daisies. And then once more, 2 blocks and build up the stairs. And the same across. Also, if you're struggling to place the blocks on top of the anvil, just crouch. Otherwise we'll just open it. Now we're going to be building up the wheels with our light blue concrete and the prismarine brick stairs. It's basically just a mirror, so we get a circle. Right, now we're going to pop those blocks off to one side, and we're going to get some black concrete with also some polished black stone stairs. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to place blocks in this order. Pronounce that a bit funny there. Just filling in the chassis. At the back we're going to add the stairs and some black concrete, so it looks like the presented design, with 1 more going forward. And now at the front we're going to build it out by 1, and then we're going to get our polished black stone stairs, black concrete, so it looks like so. That is indeed the chassis done. Now pop those blocks off to one side. Now let's do the side rods. Can you grab a polished deep slate slab? And I'm going to do it on the bottom half of the middle block. Now you can do it in any position you like. It's just a bit difficult with such small wheels. On the other side, I'm going to do on the top half of the middle block. It's very difficult to quarter the wheels correctly, so I'm just doing it bottom and half on either side. Next we can grab some red concrete to build out the running board. We're just gonna, right at the back, and over the side rods only. We're just gonna build the back bit down by 2 blocks, so it's also flush with the chassis. Sorry about the noise in the background. Let's close the window. Jesus. Yeah, we're just gonna fill out the running board with our red concrete. Now, don't mind me failing to use World Edit here. I am a bit rusty. It's set. Come on, you set. There we are. I figured it out. As you can probably tell, this is a voiceover. Yes, it's been a very long time. Now, let's grab our mangrove stairs. And we're just going to place them along at the front. And then we're going to bring the red concrete forward by 2 blocks. And then bring it 1 down. That's going to be the front buffer beam. Next, we can get our mangrove stairs and do it on the other side. Make sure not to build it out too far. And that's what it should look like so far. Next, we're going to get our black concrete, and right in the centre, where the black concrete's showing, we're going to build it 2. So it looks like so. We're going to build it up an extra 2 as well, with some polished blackstone stairs as well to do the smoke box. And again, they are with our blackstone stairs. Now we're going to build up the layer with our black concrete, and then stairs over the on the edges, and then fill in the centre with black concrete. Then stairs again, and fill in the centre with black concrete. So now that's the main part of the smoke box done. Should look like that. Very strange. Now build one up at the front part of the smoke box to build the chimney, and then we're going to get a dark oak trapdoor and a campfire. Now we're going to put the campfire on top of that, placing the trapdoors around that to cover it up. Wow, the engine has been steamed up even though it hasn't got a boiler. Just mad. Now can we get smooth quartz stairs and a smooth quartz block to then build the face, extending that forward to make the circle bigger. They are. Next we can get polished blackstone stairs, and I'm just going to place the little front bits. I can't remember what they're called, to be honest. Next we'll get some pale oak stairs, and we'll just place them on top of there so we get the white running board. Now we can get a red banner and just place that on the side so we're covering up the white as much as possible on the side. Looks like that. Next off we're going to get a normal quartz block and a normal quartz stairs. 1 block and then stairs facing that way. And then we're going to get a glow item frame. And then also a white stained glass pane. Item frame and turn it on its side. Now let's do the buffers. Breaking out those specific blocks. Let's get a piston. That's not how you spell piston. Then a redstone block. Then we're going to get a mangrove trapdoor and a spruce trapdoor. So about the squeaking, my chair's very squeaky. So we're just going to build it out like this. Same on the back, so it's blocked off as much as possible. Now we're going to get a wall, a polished deep slate wall, and just place that in the centre. So that's our coupling. Now dark oak fence for the lamp irons on top of there. Now we get a white carpet, and we're just going to fill in the areas which haven't got any blocks on it. Now I would put something there, but there's not much I can do about it, because it would show on the front running board and it wouldn't look as good. Now, one forward, we're just going to put the white carpet on top of there. Now we're going to get our light blue concrete and prismarine brick stairs back once more to build the splashers. And right directly above the wheels, we'll build the splashers. Like that. Now, if you get your black concrete and just delete this 3x3 block and just fill that in with black concrete. Now, we're going to start on the boiler. So we're just going to bring that back by 3 blocks with our prismarine brick stairs rounding it out. So it's perfectly aligned. Now we're going to get a prismarine brick slab and just place that on top. Next we'll get our light blue concrete, and we're just going to build up the side tanks right at the front, building it up by 3, and then we'll break those stairs and we'll just fill that in. And then we'll just bring that back, like so, filling that part in as well. And what we're going to do is we're just going to place some black concrete there to cover up the gap. Now we're just going to get our light blue concrete and just build that up exactly the same as we've done on the other side. Now what we're going to do, we're going to move to the back, and we're going to build it by 4 blocks across on either side. Now we're going to build up the back. Yes, I've done that correctly. And then 2. And we're going to build that up to the same height as the chimney. And on the other side, we're going to do it 2 blocks higher than the tank. Doing that same on the other side as well. And filling in the back, we're just going to do it 2 less than the height we built it to. And the other side, we're going to build that up to the same height. And we're going to bring that up to the same height as the side tank. And we'll just do the exact same onto the other side. And now we're just going to fill in the side tanks. And on the other side too. Bring those bits back so it's easier to place the stairs, and same at the top. And we're just going to line those up, like so. This is how it should look so far. Yeah, the front is pretty much done. We just need to build up the cab and finish up the boiler. Now the prismarine stairs, we're going to place it upside down to simulate the indents. I mean, they're not really indents, they're just bits where you can see the level of the coal in the bunker. And now at the same level as that, we're just going to fill that all in. And we're just going to break those down one because I've made them slightly too tall. And fill in those bits, fill in the gaps. There won't be a cab interior because it's slightly too much hassle to put into this video at the moment, as I've already designed the model. If you like, I can make one into like a YouTube short or something. I could link the video to it. Now we're going to get a prismarine wall, and we're just going to build up the cab door. And we're just going to go to the other side and do the same, making sure to place in the door block. Next we're going to get some black concrete. So we're just going to fill that in. And breaking one block above that, where the windows will go. Doing the same onto the other side. Black concrete covering those up. We will fill in those indents with yellow stained glass. Now we're going to get a polished blackstone slab and polished blackstone stairs, and we're just going to start building up the roof. So on the end we're going to build polished blackstone slab, double that up, and then bring that across on the top layer with the double slab, and then we're going to put the upside down stairs on either side. Then on the bottom half we're going to put the blackstone slab, so it looks like that. And then we're going to do exactly the same as we just have on the other side. And after that we're just going to do one block higher on either side, making sure to stretch it out. And don't worry about the blue concrete, that's just going to end up being double polished blackstone slabs anyway. And we'll also do the upside down stairs once more. This is just me thinking. So that is correct. It's just me being confused in game. And we will do the same at the front of the cab roof as well, with the upside down stairs and the slab on the middle. Now that's the cab roof profile mostly done. We just need to fill in the top of it now. That's the roof done. Now we're going to do the boiler lining. So with the red that we used for the thing earlier, we're going to do one at the start, one in the middle, and one at the end. And with the stairs, we're just going to replace it. And there's that. Now we're going to do it is a dome. Sorry, I forgot the name there. Building it up on either side, and then we'll get our prismarine brick stairs, putting it, and then light blue concrete in the centre. That is the short stumpy dome. Next we're going to get our birch. Yeah, a good number of things missing still. We're going to get a birch fence gate, birch fence, and a birch trap door. So in the centre we're going to put a birch fence, and then either side we're going to put a birch fence gate, which we will then open. On top of the fence gates we're going to place our birch trap doors as well. It looks good. It may not be the most accurate, but it does look good. What I'm now going to do is just place a chest so I know everything which I've used. I'm just going to put that in front of the engine. Just fill up the chest. And then I'll look back later and I'll put it into the video. Get rid of the chest. Alright. We're going to do the coal loads. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get a block of coal. And then we are going to get a, it is a blackstone slab. We should fill that in. Blackstone slabs, and then we're going to get blackstone stairs as well, and we'll just put that in the middle. You can do the coal load however you like. I've just done it so it looks full. He's ready to do about his daily work. Just pop that in the chest. Next we get a quartz stairs and block of quartz, item frame, and then we'll get a red stained glass pane. And one block down above that, and just do it like so with the glass pane in the item frame. That is our reversing lamp. And we should also do the black buffers. We'll get a piston, block of redstone, and the trapdoors, and we will need the wall again. It's just I've obviously forgotten to grab it. So now in the centre and below that, doing exactly the same as we did at the front of the locomotive, with the back covered up, including the piston this time. We also need to grab the polished deep slate wall, placing that right in the centre, and that's the coupling. Now, slightly harder here. So we're going to create the banners for the lining. So what you're going to need is you're going to get a loom. It's a fun word, loom. Some red dye. Yellow dye. And some light blue dye. And also light blue banners. So what we're going to do, place the loom wherever, you're not going to need it after, get rid of it later. And place the light blue banner into there with red dye. And we're going to do red pale sinister. That's one bit of the lining already done. Afterward we're going to get red pale Dexter. So that's the reverse. Red chief. And a red base. That is most of the lining already done. Then what we're going to do, we get a red chief and a red base on the same one. That's just for the side of the cab. Duplicate that and we'll get a red pale sinister as well. So it's just for that part there. Then what we can do, get our banners, start there, and we'll just place them in the orientation which I have placed them. I'm doing it slowly so it's easier to follow. And now at the back we're going to do the lining as well. We're going to leave that bottom one, we'll sort that out. What you can do, get the one with the red chief, put that back into the loom, and get the red dye, and just get the red perfess inverted. So look like that. And we'll just place that below the lamp, so it just matches the lining and also the running, the buff beam. Everything we did on the other side we can just repeat onto this side. Sorry about the struggling me locating the stuff on the hotbar, because the reason I stated was there's stuff on the microphone. And we're going to need to invert that one there. We'll just get another one of those, and we'll just do the red pale Dexter instead. Placing that there. Now that's the lining. Now we need to do the number 1. Now right here, it's going to be 3 across, and then the one after that, with those 2 banners. But you want it to look like that. So what we're going to do is going to get a yellow fess, and then a yellow pail. And then we'll get a light blue per fess inverted. Get our red, and we'll do the red base. That's that banner done. Now we're going to do the yellow pail, yellow fess, then we'll get our blue dye, light blue dye. We get a light blue pale sinister, and then we'll get a light blue per fess. Get our red dye and then get the red chief. And we'll just place that where we broke the banners earlier. Doing the same onto the other side in the same position. Now I believe that may or may not be our number 1 tank engine. Done. Quick circle to make sure I've done hill, which I'm quite prone to doing in the past at least. I forgot to copy that obviously from over there. Get rid of that. Gonna put all the stuff that I use back into the chest. That was how to build Thomas the Tank Engine in Minecraft. Thank you ever so much for watching. It has been a blast to do this once more. That is how you build Thomas the Tank Engine in Minecraft. I look forward to be making the next ones. It should be Edward. That'll be coming out not too shortly after I post this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Ta-ta, bye.